right of the council, by the will of the Force, welcome back to another episode of the galaxy famous, Halcyon approved Jedi Talk Podcast. I'm adding music in post, so I'm acting like I'm bobbing and weaving to it over here. Hello, everybody. You are following us at Jedi Talk Podcast on Instagram, which is going to be very important coming up here. YouTube.com/Jedi Talk for all things audio. We'll upload Saber reviews every now and again. Our wheelings and dealings with Doc Ondar over there on Bot 2. But we are back and better than ever. So I don't know, is the full council here tonight? Because Brad is on hiatus, so I am Atomico. Joining me as always is Evan T. Boucher. First and foremost, two things, Evan. One, how the hell are you? And two, is this the full council or without Brad or being on hiatus?
Good journey. I think it's a temporary full council, but you know, it's. You said it's going to be. What would you just say? Like the best show or a great show? And
I did. I said it's going to be the best show ever.
Were you saying that because Brad's gone? Like,
yes,
come on, wow,
yes,
how could you?
I did say that.
Okay, well,
way to.
His stuff last week, I listened to the episode because, like, I don't listen to the ones I'm on because that's just redundant. But anytime I miss one, I want to hear what you guys had to say.
Sure.
And that stuff about the wrestling podcast was hilarious. That was, like, the funniest thing I think we've had on the show in, like, months. That was great.
Yeah, it's interesting. They haven't responded to any of that yet.
Well, because there's nothing they can respond with because I think
it's true.
You kind of nailed it. Kind of nailed all of it.
It's true. It's true. Well, we're excited. Obviously we said this is Tom and Evan. You're going to have Tom and Evan for a while. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but that's fine.
Maybe like a month or so. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. But what we're going to do is, first off, we're in the midst of Skeleton Crew.
Yeah.
And, man, we've got Winston. What are you doing over there, buddy? My dog is fat, so we got him on a diet, so he likes to eat paper. So... Evan, we're in the midst of Skeleton Crew.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell them what else we've got coming up on today's show while I get this paper out of Winston's mouth?
Yes, well, I eventually will be giving a lot more of my Skeleton Crew thoughts because last episode I only got to do like a minute or so worth, for better or worse, depending on who you ask. But we're also going to get into more of the Outlaws playthrough, so we're staring at the awesome opening screen for Outlaws right now, just waiting to jump back into that game and hear that awesome soundtrack again, and see Nick's being awesome, doing some cute Nick stuff.
That's right. So before we get into all of that, we forever go. Evan, you're going to Tokyo.
Yeah.
You're going with family. Taylor's going with you. Brad and I were going to be going to Celebration. I'm in the midst of, one, I bought tickets to go see Metallica and staying in Tampa, and then two, we ended up deciding, hey, we're going to buy a house out here. So that's a little bit more important than Tokyo right now.
Is not going anywhere,
right?
And it's going to be easier to get to next time.
Yep,
it's definitely going to be in America, I imagine, next time.
Sure, but I still want to go to, and I'm sorry, I'm looking at audio levels here, people. I hope I'm not blowing you out. We're looking to eventually always go back to Tokyo.
There's only one person that you do want to blow out.
Hey,
someone's
that's right. So I've got 2 sets of tickets for every day. There are single tickets to each day of Celebration.
Is it 3 or 4 days?
3 days.
3 days. Okay.
So I've got 2 tickets to Friday, 2 tickets to Saturday, 2 tickets to Sunday.
Nice.
In Tokyo of 2025 Celebration.
If whoever gets these, I promise you don't have to even hang out or see me the whole time. Trust me.
Actually, that's a caveat of winning these. If you win these tickets from Jedi Talk, you must not hang out with Evan T. Boucher.
Yeah, just avoid me at all costs. You can hang out with Taylor. She'll be there. Hang out with her. It's fine. Just,
And I'm sure many other of our great listeners will be there, so you might want to hang out with them before.
Yeah.
No, but in all seriousness, so
he's doing it again.
I want to give away...
Winston.
Come on, buddy. Go lay down. I want to give away... He's ruining my giveaway here. My dog is ruining my giveaway. No, I'm kidding. He's adorable. So I want to give away those sets of Celebration tickets that I have at no cost whatsoever. Just want to give them. And we could... they're very much against reselling tickets, and especially I think Tokyo, Japan specifically, has put like a law out there in the books or whatever you want to call it to not oversell, inflated prices. Like here, so we want to go to something StubHub.
Yeah,
it's already up for like 300%.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you're not doing it at all because they're saying give away for free.
Yes.
But they say don't even do anything above what you paid for.
Exactly.
And you're not doing that, obviously. It's free, but no upselling, no upcharging.
Exactly.
But,
so with that being said, I'm giving them away. So what you're going to do is when this podcast episode is up, you're going to go to @Jedi Talk Podcast on Instagram. One, to be able to win these tickets, right? You have 2 weeks. I'm going to announce them the day after Christmas, so 12/26. It'll be Christmas from Jedi Talk. I'm going to announce the winner.
Nice.
So what you're going to want to do is follow Jedi Talk on Instagram, one. The post that I make for the giveaway, you're going to want to comment on it. I just want you to tag one person in it. It could be anybody. So you're going to go to the post that's posted up at Jedi Talk Podcast.
I want everybody to tag Kyle. Every single person tag Kyle.
No. Don't tag Kyle. I want him to tag somebody different, okay? Because the more people they're getting a chance to see, like, man, maybe this was the straw that they needed. Maybe this was the break they needed for they're going to be in Tokyo, but they couldn't get tickets or they couldn't fit into their budget. I'm literally giving these away, and all I want you to do is follow Jedi Talk Podcast, social media. Go to that post, comment on said post, tag somebody else in there. Make sure you like the post, and make sure you share it as well.
Simple enough.
That'll be a full entry into the contest. It will be decided and announced on 12/26, and then the winner, the tickets will simply be transferred from me over to you.
Nice.
So we're doing it. Yeah, share and share alike. Let people know what we're doing. We're giving away these celebration tickets, but you have to actively avoid Evan at said celebration.
Yeah. If I see you, you're immediately getting your pass revoked. I will hunt you down and rip it off your neck. I'll take that lanyard.
Well, we're not avoiding one thing. First off, spoiler alert for Skeleton Crew here, people.
Yes.
We're not avoiding that, so we're going to jump right into that before we maybe play a little Outlaws.
Heck yeah, man.
Skeleton Crew is here. It is 3 episodes in, and Evan, I want to let you open up here because last week you only had like that minute or so. Give us your thoughts because, man, I am telling you, if I didn't know any better, they're fucking making this show for you.
Yeah, you would think that I was in the writer's room or something, like pitching the concept art and everything, but it does feel like it's made just for me, and my journey with this show has been wild because when it was announced, I was like, I don't care. I'm going to watch it, obviously, because it's Star Wars canon. I will watch anything that's Star Wars canon. But I'm like, I'm not excited for it. Don't really care. Trailers came out, and I was like, this suburb thing does not look Star Wars like you and your Brad talked about last week. And I agree in the trailers, it didn't look like it, and I wasn't really vibing with it. And then like a week before episode 1 and 2 came out, that roundtable happened that I talked about where they said that they were watching pirate serials. I had no idea they were it was going to be pirate related. Like,
oh, man.
There was the rumors of that, what's his name, Vane, the space pirate from Mando showing up.
Yes,
and I'm like,
he was there.
Yeah, and he is in the show. And I was like, all right, that really doesn't excite me any, so I don't care. But then they said they're watching pirate serials and the old pirate movies and shorts from like the 30s, 40s, 50s. And I was like, that gets me excited. Then I watch episode 1 and 2, and then I was like, yes, this show feels like it's made for me. Because, yeah, they're in the suburbs for like 30 minutes. And the more you're watching it, the more you're like, okay, this is fine. Like, I don't hate it. It doesn't make me want to say I hate this show, I hate Star Wars, whatever. Like, it's fine. And when you think about it, like, yeah, what's to say one small town on one secluded planet couldn't look like that in Star Wars? Like, fine.
Could.
Yeah, so, like, the suburbs thing, move past, don't care at all. And, like, even if it still bothered me, the rest of the show more than makes up for it.
I've got more thoughts on Atten. But we'll get into it.
Yeah. But, like, the opening logos have a freaking RX droid. I was doing the point, like I said, and then there's multiple RX droids in the show. They're not buses. They had to make a point that they're called trams, not buses. Because apparently someone said that Star Wars can't have buses. So they're trams.
I think they're just trying to make it otherworldly, I guess.
Yeah. But, yeah, having them drive the trams was awesome.
It's really not otherworldly, but anyway.
Right.
Calling it a tram, yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, it's Treasure Island / Treasure Planet. I mean, it's the same story. So if I say one, I mean both. But it's treasure, whatever you want to say,
right, in
Star Wars. It's like, it's everything that I love. And then there's Pirates of the Caribbean references and just greater pirate lore references.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you made mention to the dog whistle.
Yeah, the dog whistle.
Was in episode 1 or 2?
Episode 2, when they get thrown in the brig.
Right, oh, duh. Yeah.
That part was just like hysterical. It's like, yeah, that's in the background. Like, it is fan service, but it's not like... It doesn't affect anything negatively or positively. Like, it does if it's positive if you like it. and you know what it is, but it doesn't bother anybody. I feel like no one's ever been like, that was stupid fan service that they had a whistle. Like, that's not, I don't think that was a negative thing. Like, fan service can be negative and often is, but I don't think that instance is. So
I'm with you.
Yeah.
That wasn't negative to me.
Yeah.
Or positive. It was there.
Right. But then there's like so many other nerdy references once you move past the pirate connections, which my two favorite things are Star Wars and Pirates of the Caribbean. So you're getting both of the best worlds, best of both worlds, whatever here. But there's other nerdy references. They had that little hologram from the holiday special.
I know.
That Neil and his family were watching.
I've got to work
That was hysterical.
And coming out in almost 2 weeks. Holiday Special 3, the Jedi Talk edit.
Oh, boy. And then the weird little...
More penis.
The weird little tiny guy that was like taking them from the Onyx Cinder to Port Borgo.
Oh, yeah.
He was from the Ewok Adventures, or his species. I don't know if it was the same character.
I did not catch that. Nice
catch.
But
like, he's from the Ewok Adventures.
Damn.
Like, there's some nerdy, deep cut references in this show that are just like made for nerds like us and nerds like me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
This show's great. And like, I know Brad didn't like it. He said it looked awful. You were kind of middle of the road. Same with me, I think.
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm interested because it's Star Wars, but I really don't know what to expect. I love Goonies. I'm not like a...
And see, I've never even seen Goonies. The whole, like... I get it. There is the whole 80s nostalgia vibes going on in the show. And if that works for you, it works for you. But that's not... I don't get that at all. Because I don't have that.
You were born in 1993,
Well,
right?
because I'm from the 90s, too. Yeah. But I've also never seen Goonies. I've never seen Stranger Things. Like, I don't get the 80s nostalgia vibe shows. It's not my thing. So...
Yeah, you didn't have to grow up with it. Brad and I were talking about this last week. We were both, Brad, much later in the 80s than I am. I still had like 3.5 years, born in April of 86. But it's like, I don't remember much from it, but those movies that came out, Ghostbusters, the Turtles and all that stuff, even further, the stuff now, like that still has an impact on you because you grow up with it, right? Batman, 89, came out in 1989 for God's sakes, but that was such a big deal to us. But yeah, no expectations. Like the Goonies, I'm not watching it every week, year or anything. But it's like it's enough to where it's on. I feel like putting it on. I'm gonna sit down and fucking watch it.
Yeah.
And Skeleton Crew is just, it's fun. It's fun.
That might be a small factor in why I love it so much too, because I didn't have expectations. But also, it's 90% Pirates and Star Wars.
Yeah.
And then that 10% I didn't have expectations. That's probably why I love it.
The highest I ever had for expectations on a Star Wars TV show was Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Because two of my 3 top Jedi were in that show with Ahsoka and Anakin Skywalker. So, of course, they were going to be high.
Yeah.
I had higher expectations with Kenobi, too. And
that was probably the one I had the highest for.
Yeah.
And it didn't really meet them, but I like Kenobi way more than most people. So,
I would love, I get high expectations. I really, really do. I just think I wish more people would go into things more optimistic.
Yeah.
And I get you didn't like The Acolyte. That's fair.
Yeah, you're allowed to not like stuff. Just don't be a dick about it.
Right. Right. And I
like The Acolyte more than most people.
You do. I've only seen a few people bashing on Skeleton Crew.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Just
the internet has not been the internet about this. Like,
it's because the slave wearing bikini Leia people got their wish, and they're all nostalgic with the member berries. Evan.
I guess so. Yeah,
they forgot their mom's internet password, so they can't log into comment.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That was a shoot, you fucks.
But there's other like really, really deep cuts that you had to like really be looking for to see. The Star Tours Star Speeder is in a couple shots.
Episode 3
in Port Borgo, just like hanging out in the background. So,
I downloaded or I saved a much better shot. I saw somebody posted it.
Yeah.
I don't know if they cleaned it up, but
I think somebody did end up cleaning it up because I saw a different person post it today.
Oh man,
like a couple hours ago.
Yeah, I got a shout out to Mike. Was it Michael Jones out there on the Instagram? Don't know the handle, but he called it out. And his profile's public, so I'm saying that.
That's one of the many, well, not many. That's probably like the only nerdy deep cut that I didn't see for myself. Like I saw them point it out, and I was like, now I need to go find it.
Jedi Talk follower listener, I saw it on his post, and he actually commented on our post too, and I was like, whoa, like you're right, that's insane.
Star Speeder's in it, and then
so cool.
Hondo ship is in it also, the Katuni.
Oh, did I was wondering if that scene...
You can really see it in episode 3.
Can you?
Like when
I've gotta go
when like the port's like blowing up because it was getting shot, like the Katuni like falls off and like starts to... So Hondo survives, obviously, but...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was wishing we'd see him.
We'll talk more about him in a little bit because I've heard stuff, but we haven't even got to the whole part of this that makes it even more feel like it's made for me is Crimson Jack is in it. Crimson Jack, for crying out loud. Whether it's the exact Crimson Jack or if it's a title that gets passed from Pirate Captain to Pirate Captain, either way, it's a reference to Crimson Jack of what someone on Instagram posted recent comics. You know what they meant? They meant Halcyon Legacy comics.
Yeah, that was.
Are they afraid to say it? Like,
look,
is this the new holiday special? Like, what's going on?
It shouldn't be.
No.
At Star Wars, at Lucasfilm, whoever posted that, I can't remember. Look, I promise if you say that the last time we heard from Crimson Jack was in the Halcyon Legacy comic, I promise Jenny Nicholson won't make a 4-hour video on that, okay? You can calm down.
It might be a 3-hour video this time.
She needs some content. Yeah. No, and that's not bashing on her. We gave our thoughts on that. But when I heard it, too, I had to do a double take. I'm like, did they just...
And they said it like multiple times,
I know,
too. It wasn't just like a one-off. So,
and I was just like, it took me a second to process, and then when I was thinking of the time period, and I'm talking to lots of friends, that we met through the cruiser and just listeners.
This is probably what, like 20 years before the
25,
cruiser? 25 years before he attacks the Halcyon?
Ish, yeah. So, when I heard that, I'm sitting there like doing the math in my head, and loving it. Right, we are part of the beloved who loved. Right.
Yeah.
As Adam put it a year and a half ago on this podcast, but. I just want to ask people to temper their expectations a little bit, especially in the folks who are looking for anything of any life with the Halcyon. I think it's just a mere mention of the name.
That's all I think, too. Because I'm the last person that has the hope and life for it, because I don't trust Baba your company. Like, it's just,
right.
It's gone. It's dead. So it's never coming back to me. And this is just a cool reference. It's not like a hint or a promise or anything.
And there's the original Marvel run
the
original
Legends now, yeah.
Oh well, it's Legends now, but it's out there.
Yeah.
In '77, I think that Marvel released. Han Solo was fighting.
A guy named Crimson Jack.
A guy named Crimson Jack. So
yeah,
that's probably what they.
It works to both of those references.
It does.
Though. It works to that guy that Han was fighting, who's like a pirate smuggler kind of guy named Crimson Jack. And then the guy in Halcyon Legacy comics, who is a pirate captain named Crimson Jack. So it works to both references. Either way.
For sure.
But
sweet.
And it lines up for the timeline of actually probably both references. Even if one is Legends, Han could have been fighting Jude Law. Like, yeah. I don't see
absolutely
why not.
Could have been.
So it even could be the same Crimson Jack. If they're trying to bring in that aspect of the Legends Crimson Jack into canon, it could be the same.
That's more likely. That's a little bit closer time period anyway.
Yeah. And they've been definitely known recently even to, I don't want to say retcon, but it is like retcon of changing comics from a comic book to whatever TV show. Like in Bad Batch, we saw what happened with Kanan in the comics first in Order 66.
Right.
And then Bad Batch tweaked it slightly, and it was different. They changed it just a little bit. Like, it didn't ruin it. It didn't erase the comics. It was just, it happened slightly differently. Like, it was at night during the comics, and it was during the day in the show. And
speaking of erasing, Evan T. Boucher, and we're on a united front here. And I speak on behalf of 3GP and all other gingers everywhere.
Yeah.
But don't fucking recast my Ginger Crimson Jack in the Halcyon
That's true.
Legacy
I mean, I don't care, but...
self-loathing ginger.
Yes.
But happens too often.
It's true.
Gingers.
It's true.
Hey,
we got Cal, okay? He's probably one of the most badass gingers of all time. So we got him.
I'd say the most badass ginger within Star Wars.
Yeah.
Got to do a top 10 gingers in Star Wars.
Top 10, yeah.
Well, number one's Elias Orion. Let's be honest there, okay? Zilla, you hear that?
Yeah. He's leading an entire faction. Like Cal's up there, but he's not leading a whole faction yet.
I love this podcast because I could just call one of our good friends a fuck.
Yeah. I mean, we do it to the people on the podcast.
That's true.
So
fuck you.
We can extend it to our good friends. Yeah, that's fine.
We extend the fucks. All fucks extended,
but none given.
Should be none fucks extended, none given. Title of this episode.
Hey, it's almost as good as Full Frontal Mythosaur.
Full Frontal
almost.
Mythosaur.
I don't think that can ever be topped.
Yeah.
But side tangent on Cal, I was watching like a breakdown of Survivor last night.
Congrats.
And when they were showing the scene of him just holding Seer when she passed, even watching a breakdown, them talking about it, I was crying. Like, that scene is brutal, man.
I've played through that scene often because I've played the game, and man, every time I just put the controller down, and I stare, and it's like you get so connected to these characters because you are them for an extended period of time.
You got to play Seer in that game. You didn't play her in the first game.
Right.
You got to play as her in this. Yeah.
But then you're Cal for Fallen Order, you're Cal for Survivor, so it's like it feels real.
Yeah.
It feels real.
I don't know how I can ever play that. I'm gonna play it again one day, but just watching it, I lost it, dude. That is a great scene, but an awful scene at the same time, man. But back to Skeleton Crew. Even the opening crawl, if you want to call it that, of episode 1, the hyperspace lanes and the pirates attacking it. I'm like, this is Nile feeling, right? Little the Great Disaster, Nile-ish. I'm like, all right, I see where we're going. We could see some Nile references, maybe. If not, I'm not gonna be pissed, but like, it's possible.
Are you gonna be pissed? Yes or Nile? I'm sorry.
Nile.
I'm sorry.
Nile.
I'll see myself out, people.
Yeah. But
I'll pitch a tent in the backyard, and I'll be pinching a tent for someone's mother later.
But before the show, the internet did have stupid things about, like, complaining about pirates and whatnot in Star Wars, but, like, obviously it's gone now.
Oh, my God, fuck off.
Lando in Empire Strikes Back calls Han a pirate.
Yeah,
he's like, hey, old pirate. So, like, and then obviously Hondo, a very beloved character by us and everybody, is a pirate.
Come on.
Like, so obviously the idiots complaining about that stuff beforehand have shut up.
But like, I get it. This is a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Do you know how much room is in this space and universe? I mean, they're pulling new worlds out of their ass every 2 shows.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be fucking pirates. There's gonna be lawless people out there who don't give a fuck, and they're going to steal your Grandma Tully's necklace off of your dresser drawer, little Atten room there. You stupid poor excuse of a fucking. I don't know where I'm going with that. Go on.
No, but the fact that you said they make up new planets almost every day, but this is a great way they've done it. We're like, Atten is new, but it's not new.
Ooh, since we're on top of Atten, yes, it's new, but it's not.
I love that because
Jewel of the Old Republic.
Wars,
what was that all about?
Yeah, I feel like that's a Legends reference, and I don't do Legends, so the people that got excited for that, I'm not taking that away from you, but I just don't know what it's referencing. So it's cool, but it's just not there for me.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know really anything from Legends either. I'll admit that. I wish I knew more. But I'll lean on my friends who do know Legends for that.
Right.
But also it's like I don't want to go look into it because I want to see it presented this way.
Yeah.
So I could get excited about it and then look into the lore.
Yeah. Once
after
the season's
fact.
done, then I can be like, okay, what's the Jewel of the Old Republic?
Right.
What does that mean? And then I can be like, oh, so this is what it is now in canon. This is what they're referencing. I'm like, that's cool.
Essentially how I got introduced to Thrawn through Rebels.
Yeah, seriously.
I introduced to Thrawn and fell in love with him immediately. And then when I looked up his history in Legends, I'm like, well, this guy's a fucking badass.
Yeah.
Like, Christ, I'm so happy they brought him over. So.
Yep. And that's what they've been doing, man. Like, it all started in Mando episode 1, I think, of season 1, when the Mythrol mentioned Life Day. It's like that was the beginning of Dave Filoni, really. And Thrawn, of course, before that. But, like, in live action and to the greater audience, that was the first thing of Dave Filoni being like, hey, whatever is Legends, I'm going to bring it in, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, I got something to say about Filoni, but I want to talk about Atten.
Yes.
Do you think, sir, with all the riches that are supposedly there, his Old Republic credits, do you think Atten was purposely hid by Palpatine himself or whoever he had in charge to help fund the First Order?
It could be.
You think it's like a Swiss bank kind
because,
of
like,
thing?
in episode 3, we see, like, the parents and the adults kind of mentioning how, like, obviously they get shipments of things coming in. So things are allowed to come in and leave, but, like, only certain things are allowed to leave.
Well, yeah,
if you're, like, born and raised, you live in that planet, like the kids and I assume the adults, like, no one's allowed to leave. So they're getting resources from other places, but if the planet is legendary to have resources of its own, what are those resources?
That's a good question. Obviously, I mean, Wim is using Old Republic credits, like, clean as day.
If you're going on the Treasure Island, Treasure Planet kind of train of thought, did a pirate bury his treasure on that planet one day centuries ago? Did the Nile bury their treasure there centuries ago?
Dude, if this ends up being like a Nile treasure, Skeleton Crew might end up being my favorite show.
I haven't said it yet this episode, but it already is my favorite Star Wars show, but that will take it to a whole nother level where it's like untouchable.
If you haven't dove into the High Republic novels, like the Nile are the threat, and I became an instant fan from the audiobook driving to Florida. Like moving from Arizona to Florida, it's a long drive, people. It's clear across the country. I had some time, listened to 2 audiobooks, and I'm like, man, the Nile are so fucking cool. I love Marchion Ro.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, if it was him, maybe that buried some treasure there or something.
Oh, that would be
I literally
awesome.
just thought of this just now. I haven't even like thought of that. If it's not that, I'm not going to be pissed.
No,
but
me neither.
That
But
is an option.
shit.
It could be that. But
Come
we don't
on,
know
be
what
the
this planet Atten is about. We don't know, like you said, if it's Palpatine or if there is a treasure or if it's both. It could be even both, you know? Like,
You think Atten could be the Earth below us, floating, weightless? That was a Major Tom joke.
maybe.
Earth below us.
Yeah.
Oh, props. I know. I think a lot of people, some purists didn't like this, but I fucking loved Major Tom and Huttese. And when
See,
they
I don't
released
love it, but like I don't care. Like,
I know you don't care. And I didn't
fine.
think I would like real music making its way into Star Wars, but god damn it, I fucking love it, and I hate how much I love it. But
right,
it's
and like
so
that's
good.
it's fine to me. I don't sit there and say I hate it, but I also don't love it. But it's fine. Like who cares?
Skeleton Crew's fun, and what's fun about this is the time of year it is. You know, it's the most wonderful time of the year. So, with that being said, everybody's all in a good mood. They're putting shit on their credit card.
Yeah.
Going to their holiday parties, getting drunk. Slapping babies and kissing women, or the other way around.
Or
I'm not sure.
all of the above at the same time.
All of the above.
Yeah.
So people are having fun. They're doing stuff. And then, everyone's feeling good about Skeleton Crew. If people are like, you see Skeleton Crew and you're talking about it, it feels good to be a Star Wars fan. Sometimes it's like one of these shows come out and we're just sitting here ingesting this. We have to defend ourselves.
Yes.
Like
I've loved every show. I won't say loved, but I've at least liked every show that's come out. But I've hated having to be on Instagram and see 1 or 2 people that say they hate it. Then I go and unfollow all these people. But discovering these people every day was so annoying for the past 5 years.
Oh, sure.
So it's like, thankfully, thankfully this is a show that just I like and I love, but everyone else seems to enjoy. And I'm not finding all these idiots that hate it. And I can just sit there and be like, I can enjoy this show without having to at least mentally defend it or actually defend it on the podcast.
And
it's nice.
And even if people rip on it, it's okay for them to not enjoy it. I just don't want you going out of your goddamn way to tear other people down for liking it.
Or tear down the creators and actors either.
Right.
That's
like
even
that
worse.
shit that happened to Moses Ingram back during Kenobi. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And Hayden back in the day.
And the creators of the Acolyte,
oh, God.
That's terrible what people have said about them and stuff. It's like, okay, they made a show you didn't like. Move on.
I haven't seen anybody talk about the 2 moms of, was it KB?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, all of a sudden you don't have a problem?
I guess.
With two same-sex marriage guys? Make up your fucking mind. Jesus, tap dancing Christ. Just because they like the show.
Yeah.
It's okay.
See, the Young Jedi Adventures does that too, where Nash has 2 moms.
See, I didn't even... I've watched Young Jedi Adventure. I don't even remember it, Evan. Don't even remember that.
Wow. And that's probably a good thing, because it just feels natural. She has 2 moms, and all right,
or,
that's how it is.
All right, that's her parents.
It's her parents.
I know.
That's fine.
Next.
Next.
I'm as anti-woke as they fucking come, but Jesus Christ, next.
Yeah.
God damn it, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. But
Skeleton Crew's fun, man. Yeah.
Dude,
I'm genuinely happy for you in the sense of it's because I know Disney's been running you through the ringer.
But I've never been, except closing the Star Cruiser, I've never been upset about anything they've done with Star Wars.
That's true. That's true.
They have done everything with Star. I love everything they've done with Star Wars except closing the Star Cruiser. To me, they haven't ruined Star Wars. They've ruined literally everything else they've touched, but not Star Wars.
You don't think they've ruined Galaxy's Edge by closing Star Cruiser?
They haven't ruined it, but it's worse.
I don't know. It's not worse. I don't know if I'd use worse, but it's not everything it could be.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
We're going to talk more about Skeleton Crew.
With Hondo in Galaxy's Edge, his ship was in this last episode 3.
It was.
But I've heard nothing official. I've heard rumors that have said he is not in this season, but there are talks of him being in season 2. They're already talking about season 2.
I just want to... this show's going to get a season 2.
Yeah,
I
hope
guarantee
so. I'm
it.
praying to the maker, man. Praying.
Yeah, I think everybody's loving Jude Law. Everybody's loving these
Yeah.
kids.
We haven't talked
they're
about Jude
getting,
yet either.
Yeah, they're getting a Stranger Things vibe from the kids. So
Yeah,
so
and let's
that's
hope
good.
that with season 2 or 3, however long this goes, they stick with the same actors for the kids, so we can grow up with those actors. Like,
All right.
you know, stick with the same actors playing the same characters for the kids.
I both laughed and cried when Neil fell.
Oh my
third
gosh.
episode.
Oh, Neil. I love that guy.
Hashtag Neil Nation.
Yes.
Disney, if anything happens to Neil,
We riot.
we riot. We
Unless
riot
he takes over as Crimson Jack.
Okay.
He's the next Crimson Jack.
Okay. That's how Skeleton Crew needs to end.
Yeah.
Neil needs to mutiny on all these motherfuckers
Yes.
and just start mowing them down.
Yes. He goes, I'm the captain now.
Sabotage by Beastie Boys is playing. Singing
In
Huttese.
Huttese. Yeah, okay. I'm in.
Let's go, Neil.
All in.
Get me a Neil shirt. I need to make one just to get it taken down off of T-Public.
Yeah. I need the Black Series of Neil for sure.
They're out already, I believe.
Yeah. If I see them at Springs right now with 40% off, man, I'm grabbing that in a heartbeat.
I'm going to studios tomorrow. You have 40% with.
Yeah.
Goddamn, I got to utilize that.
Yeah. Well, like, what was it last? Well, wait, whatever. A week or 2 ago, whenever season 1 debuted. A day or 2 before that, we were in Target, and I sent a message to you and Brad of the Jude Law character in the. What are those?
Oh, that's right.
What are those called? The
TVC?
TVC.
Yes.
And I was like, does anybody want this? And I didn't grab it because I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to like the show. I don't know if
That's
I'm going to
true.
like this character. But now I'm like, damn, I should have grabbed that.
Yeah.
But at the time, you don't know. Like, I wasn't going to spend
know.
$15 and be like,
And
I don't even like this guy.
Around Christmas, too, it's just like, if
Yeah.
I see a figure, I always, like, talk myself out of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, just wait.
But then Taylor also said, it's like, just buy it on property. We'll get 40% off.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah. So hopefully
Smart.
they haven't announced a SME. And we didn't even say that. SM33, a SME reference
You
in
mentioned
Star
that
Wars,
last-
man.
yeah.
Like, come on. Yeah, it's got Peter Pan vibes. And, like, the Port Borgo reminds me of the pirate port in Hook. I don't know how recently you watched Hook or if you remember that.
Not
but
recent. I don't remember it
where
that well.
where the Jolly Roger is docked in Hook. That whole setup just reminds me. That set reminds me of Port Borgo a lot.
Okay.
And Borgo not as much physical sets, but both are big, massive physical sets that they did. But it kind of reminds me of that setup.
Sweet.
But I need a Black Series of SM33. SME for sure, man.
We all do. I need all the characters.
I was like freaking out in this episode 3 when they were leaving him behind. I actually thought they were leaving him behind. I was like, no, you go back and get Smee. What are you doing?
Ooh.
And Jude Law was about to do it.
Jedi don't
Spoiler
do that.
alert, he's not a Jedi, but like we all know that.
I think he's a Force user, but not
yes,
a Jedi.
Yes, and he's not hiding it. He's just like, but Jedi don't say that. But like, well, but
I know he's really not doing a
he's
good
not
job.
doing a good job.
Do you think he's a former Sith, or do you think he's just a Force user who taught himself how to use the Force?
Yeah, I think he's just a Force user.
Okay.
Yeah, there's. What's happening with my mic?
I don't know.
There's instances of that all throughout Star Wars. I mean, and the Force is used by different sects of people all across. You know, the Night Sisters are Force users, but not Sith or Jedi. You know, there's different ways of looking at the Force.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if like, man, I'm gonna get dark here, but this is a kids show. But I'm thinking like, what if like Jude Law's character, it's what's his name?
Well, one of his names is Jod Nawood.
Yeah, Jod Nawood. It just sounds like a Jedi name.
Yeah,
but he's Crimson. All right, let's call him Crimson Jack.
Crimson Jack.
We'll call him Crimson Jack.
Or you can call him Captain Silvo, which I like how like it wasn't really a twist. They're not playing that as a big reveal.
Right. I'm glad that's not a big reveal.
It was
obvious. It was him, yeah.
And while we're talking about his names, Jod and Silvo, you put them together, John Silver, like it's pretty obvious too. But they're not hiding this stuff, and they're not trying to hide it, and that's not the point of the show, to have big twists. Like, that's not the point.
The point of the show is to have big tits.
Yes.
Not big twists.
Yes.
Big tits with long, hairy nipples.
That's the thing on Ad-Aden. That's the treasure.
Big, long, hairy nipple tits?
Yeah.
Nipple tits?
And Luke's milking them for green milk. Yeah.
Green. Well,
yep.
Heard it here first, folks.
It's not the Nile, actually. Yeah, it's Luke.
What if that's how Marcion Rose survived all this time? He's
drinking the milk,
sipping on the
green
milk,
siren milk
that Luke is squeezing out of the.
Yeah,
went off the rails fast, people.
It's in somebody's
you know what you
fanfic.
signed up for, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I
In
wonder how
somebody's
quick.
fanfic.
How quick Luke's. All right, I'm
What
not.
was
gonna
I
go there.
derailed you there
Nope.
about Jod. What were you
Yep.
saying?
So Crimson Jack is in this. I believe there's a possibility this could get a little dark. But what if he was obviously a survivor of '66, but maybe he got taken before that. Maybe pirates were hired to steal Force-sensitive children, and he never got to finish his training. And then after the purge, pirates had no idea what to do with him, so they just kind of like raised him, kind of a la Star-Lord.
I was just thinking that. I was going to say,
MCU,
all
yeah.
Marvel stupidity aside, what if it's the Star-Lord set where he's like half god or whatever, but he's stolen by...
He's a Force user, yeah.
He's stolen by Mary Poppins and raised... Yeah, and they don't really know it.
Very
but
well could work.
that could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't see why not.
There's lots of possibilities.
That would be very different, because I know you talked about it last week, and we've talked about it for the past couple of years, how we hate. It's like, oh, there's another survivor of Order 66. It's like, that would be a different way of doing it. I like that. It's not just, he was a hiding Jedi, oh boy. Like, plus, that's Kanan, that's Cal, that's Obi-Wan, that's so many people.
Plus, the fucking galaxy is so huge.
Mm-hmm.
There's bound to be people who survive. So.
Yeah. But I like how he survived differently than just a Jedi in hiding.
Yes.
Oh boy, like we've seen that story. Cal's probably the best version of that story, depending how you look at it. Obi-Wan's is pretty great too, but the show kind of doesn't make it as great. I don't know. There's a lot of details to talk about there, but those are like the two greatest examples of that. So it would be nice to have something different if that is the case. But I'm looking over my notes to see if we've talked about everything. But the dude that like catches him when he's like going to break out Smee from like the droids area where he sees the B1 battle droid and he's like, "Did we win?" That part,
that was my god, yeah, that was good.
And that was I think they said that's still Matthew Wood doing the B1 droids.
Good.
So that's good that
Did
he's
we
doing
win?
it.
Yeah.
But the alien guy that comes up to talk to Jod, that was Alfred Molina.
Oh no shit.
I was like, whoa, okay, I didn't know that, but I looked in the credits
Holy
afterward.
crap.
Yeah, I was like, holy cow, I love Alfred Molina. So yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I hope he's used more, because like, that's kind of sucks if he's only in it for 2 minutes. But
I want more of the Urkel character.
I think he'll
Give
be
me
kind
more
of
Jaleel
prominent,
White.
because he talked to Brutus a little bit.
Yeah.
In episode 3, so he seems to be like the second main pirate behind Brutus.
Speaking of Brutus,
yeah.
That's a Black Series figure I need. I need
don't know.
me a Brutus.
I'm kind of I like the character, but I don't know if I need his figure, because I really want
Fuck out of
Smee,
my
I
house.
really want Neil, and I might want Crimson Jack, depending.
Might? I would think you would definitely
Well,
want
it doesn't
Crimson
say
Jack.
Crimson Jack on the box.
All
so
right.
I'm like, I don't know.
All right.
But we'll see how his character plays out
See what
in the
happens at
next
the
5 episodes. Hopefully season 2, too. We'll see what happens there.
I mentioned Dave Filoni earlier. It looks like they're bringing Stinky back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we can do that, and I'll give my last thoughts.
Okay.
Yeah, talk about him, and then my last thoughts for Skeleton Crew.
Yes,
but
please do.
So that's what'll be in the Mando movie.
Mm-hmm.
Stinky the Hutt, Rada.
Rada, yeah.
So at this point, he'll be, what, like 40 years old?
Yes.
And Hutts can live to be, like, over 1,000.
Right.
So this is, like,
Jabba's-
Grogu
yeah.
level, where he's going to be basically a toddler now.
Oh, my,
so,
my
like,
God.
it's kind of weird that they've casted a grown man as a toddler, but I don't know. We'll see how it works, because we've never really seen a not brand new baby or old as can be Hutt. We've seen Jabba and baby Rada. We haven't really seen the middle, so I don't think 40-year-old Rada is the middle, because Jabba's like...
No.
I think Jabba is like 400 or 500 when he dies.
That makes sense.
Something like that. So
And that could be middle age for them, yeah.
yeah, like it is.
He
So,
choked on Leia's chain.
yeah. That's what the fanboys love.
Yeah, I was going to
That's
say
what
lots
they
of
want. They want
fanboys
more of that.
choking on Leia's chain
They
in their
want
basement.
a Twi'lek in the slave Leia costume to kill Rada in the Mando movie. That's what they want.
Jabba died on their sail barge, and those fat slave Leia wearing bikini fucks died in the sail barge of the toilet in their grandmother's basement.
Yeah.
That's what they called the sail barge.
Yeah, this is where you would
Bathroom.
hit some buttons that are like...
Yeah. I'd be hitting those buttons. That's
those
okay.
buttons. Yeah.
So finish your thoughts on Skeleton Crew, and then we'll play a little Outlaws.
Yeah. No, I mean, obviously, we talked about Hondo and Lando calling Han a pirate in Star Wars, and it's been around for decades, but up until this point, I never really was like, man, I would like to do a character in Star Wars that's like a pirate. But after episode 1 and 2, I was like, I wish this came out before the Star Cruiser. My character would have been a pirate. Like, I missed out.
That's true.
But I missed out for that. But I'm like, no, now I'm going to kind of evolve Avant, I think, into a pirate eventually.
Well, your Relic Raider, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's just the evolution of it.
I told you, and I told everybody else this. Those characters now that have been established, they're not going anywhere.
No, hell
They
no.
can't now.
Never.
They can't now.
Never. So I'm like, I wish I could have been a pirate on the Star Cruiser, but eventually Avant will be a pirate. And it's hilarious.
Spoiler alert, God.
Yeah, sorry. But it's hilarious because our last cruise we did, like you probably met at least half of them or so through the Star Cruiser community. Those guys were pirates on the Star Cruiser. And like at one point, one of them gave their legit like pirate hat, looked like Captain Jack's hat, to Sammy. And Sammy was
cool.
wearing it for like half the voyage. during scenes and everything. Sammy just wearing this pirate hat. So I'm like, these guys were ahead of the curve. They were doing pirates on the Star.
They really were, yeah.
I was like, dang, I should have been hanging out with them more often.
I love it. Yeah, that's good
So
stuff.
I was like, dang. But yeah, that inspired me to eventually do Avant as a pirate. And then also I was like, I turned to Taylor and I was like, I'm definitely buying the Lego Onyx Cinder now. Because like that ship came out months ago. I'm like, why did Lego sell this way before the show? Nobody knows or cares. Not even me. I was like, eh. But now that it's out,
Try
I'm
to
like,
garner interest.
maybe. I'm like, this show is awesome, and I'm definitely buying this ship now.
Mhm.
And it comes with Neil, like a little Lego Neil. So I'm like,
Does it really?
Yeah.
Well, you buy it for that.
yeah, the ship's pretty cool, but yes. It
Buy
doesn't
a
have
fucking
Smee,
little
but it has Neil.
Lego Neil.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
I love the best. What was it? I think it was. It was episode 3 when Crimson Jack looked to them and asked them what their names were, and he's like, Neil. He
Yeah.
said Neil.
Neil's always the first to answer every question. He's like, it doesn't matter, even if it's just like a sketchy question he shouldn't answer. It's just like always like, where are you guys from? Ed-Adden. We're from Ed-Adden. It's like, Neil, don't give that away. Or no, it was the credits too. They're like, where'd you get this? And Neil's like, his dad gave it to him for lunch money. Like Neil, come on. Even
God
Wim.
damn it, Neil.
Yeah, Wim kind of looks at him like, come on, man, don't say that. Yeah, Neil he's the best, man. We love Neil.
How loud is Outlaws in your headphones?
Maybe a little higher. Take it up just a little bit.
If I
Can you
can.
take me higher? Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. But watching, I didn't even really, I don't think, say I got to watch episode 1 and 2 in AMC at Springs with a bunch of our friends. Like, Justin was there with us, and Brian was
Com
there.
Tower.
Yeah, Com Tower. But
Yeah.
that was awesome, watching it with those guys.
Is
And
it-
watching it in a theater.
Are the levels better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm going
But-
to turn me down a bit.
As soon as, like, the first 2 or 3 lines Neil said that we all fell in love with him, I turned to Justin. I'm like, okay, Justin, we had Yord Horde. What do we have for Neil? And he's like, Neil Nation.
Oh, yeah. It's
I'm like, you
definitely
nailed
Neil
it.
Nation.
You nailed it. And then he goes, hopefully this doesn't end like the Yord Horde. I'm like, oh, yikes. Tugging on my collar. Ooh. They would never do that. You can't have Neil go out, especially like that.
No, if anything, they'll have, like, they'll be like, oh, this person rode off into the sunset. They might be dead, but they'll come back.
Yes.
They're not gonna
Somehow
be dead.
Neil has returned.
Well, that'd be okay.
Yes.
Okay?
Of course.
Whatever species he is.
As long as it's not a clone, it'd be Neil.
Neil.
With 5 E's.
I just
Neil.
started my game over. My bad. I got to get out of this.
Whoa, spoilers
look.
for Mount Salasa.
On Akiva. I'm in Imperial territory. Jesus.
Oh boy.
So I got to say, I do have to get a new controller.
Look
My
at
one
Nix.
button stuck.
Oh.
Yeah. Just want to see me piss off the Empire.
Fight
Where
the
they at?
Empire.
I will.
Is
Should have said
something there?
fuck the Empire.
Yeah, then it would have been interesting.
See my damn controllers. Yeah, restricted area. Where you at, Empire? Let's fight. Damn it.
Keep it quiet, buddy.
Is the Stormtrooper banter as good in this game as it is in the Jedi series?
No, it's a little bit better in the Jedi series.
Okay. It's hard to top that. That's pretty great.
Jesus Christ. I'm going to get out of there.
That's not going to end well.
No. Exit title screen. So for kind of give you guys a heads up, we are doing a series of where we're going to be playing Star Wars Outlaws. We did it with Brad was here before he took the hiatus, before we knew he was doing that, and our sound was a little different. We're trying something here, right? I've swapped TVs out in my house just to get the sound better a little bit. So we just want to play through with commentary, and I think Evan and I are gonna start over again. And it's gonna be in bits and pieces. Like now we're gonna start it over again on this episode, but then we're also gonna have full playthrough episodes. It might be a little here and there with Skeleton Crew, especially Skeleton Crew being as involved as we are with it, because how good it is.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that a bunch, and then those outlaw playthroughs will be sprinkled in here and there.
Yeah. I do want to say, when you guys were like talking about your least favorite Star Wars shows, that shows you how much Brad doesn't really like it. He didn't even mention Resistance.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
that's really his least favorite. He just didn't say it
that's true. Yeah.
because he forgot about it and doesn't like it. But I'm like,
Yeah.
that's really his least favorite. I don't know. It's hard for me to say. No, it's not. I'm not trying to make jokes or throw shade, but for me, my least favorite, I'm not saying it's bad, is Andor. It's my least favorite.
Fuck out of my house.
Yeah.
All right, we're starting again.
And of course, Skeleton Crew is the top. Top of the top.
Does it sound better to you than last time we were doing this?
Yeah.
Hopefully, it sounds better for the people listening. Lucasfilm Games. I hate it already. I'm kidding.
Well, it's because we need them to do what Kathleen Kennedy does best.
All right, we're set up. People eating shit.
Hungry?
Yeah, I think we talked about this chick, and it's like, she's not Kira. They should have done a better job of making her not look like Kira, just to be sure.
know.
Like, just to guarantee this isn't her, guys. But
Finally, Zedek Besh is here.
Pike said something about Zedek Bish.
Each of you represents some of the most powerful criminal organizations.
I like how they're like fledging out all these other parts of Star Wars. Like
Right.
we've seen a ton of the Empire, obviously, a ton of the Rebellion / Resistance. We've seen a lot of the First Order. I think we still need to see more, not just because I'm biased, but because also we need to see how they
I get that.
exist. But we don't know much about pirates, which we're learning more now in Skeleton Crew, but also the underworld here.
Opportunity to make millions.
Are you hearing it in your headphones too?
Yeah,
But
Okay.
to my surprise,
yeah.
one of you
And I mean, obviously, the Mandalorian and Clone Wars and Rebels built up the Mandalorian side of Star Wars.
Yeah.
thought we all could share this.
All right, this is the head of Zedek Besh talking.
Enough, Cyril.
Yeah, it's the
It's a new
criminal.
crime syndicate.
Yeah,
He's
it's
talking to all the other syndicates.
Yeah, it's the criminal syndicates which Solo introduced, basically.
Yeah.
That, Boba Fett kind of fleshed out a little bit, but this game is doing the heavy lifting for the criminal syndicates.
My brother was heir to the family fortune. He's gone now. You remind me of him.
Good looking guy then.
Came first. Even at dinner. If he'd finished his meal, he'd just take my plate. All I could do, what you chew. Go hungry.
What is the point of this?
Shut up, Pike.
If Zarek
No one
wants
likes you.
partners, forget it.
Oh man, she doesn't even get a name. She's just Crimson Dawn.
I know,
agent.
and they're all Pike, and
Yeah, I just noticed that.
he's Slero. That's
Yeah, he
such
gets a
an evil
name. Yeah.
I'm starving. It's time to eat.
Well, they don't get
Oh,
names.
they did.
They don't get names because they get shot.
And woman in the bed being awoken by an animal. Thank God she knows the animal, otherwise that would have got really weird.
Yes, it would.
That's Kay Vess with the constellation tattoo on her chest.
Oh yeah, I forgot that happened recently. The constellation, man. They listen to the show. What else did they steal from you a couple weeks ago? What else?
This'll work, right?
Forget what it was.
I can't remember either.
This game has a couple things because they stole Varric.
Varric, yeah.
Varric's in it. The constellation's in it from you.
Yeah. Go listen to our top 10 conspiracy theories. That's where the constellation comes from.
That's gonna be our new out of universe theory. Is that they're just stealing everything from us.
This is true. All right, so Kay's up. She's in her room. Nyx is pawing at her. And now we're playing.
Still not as cool as a room that Cal has, though. Cal's room in the Pyloon Saloon. That's like the coolest room.
Oh, that is a cool room.
I just want to
yeah.
live there.
Jesus Christ, this goddamn... I need a new controller. So if anybody wants to buy me a new PlayStation controller for Christmas.
Where's the money?
So she's got a datapad message. Where's the money? Kay, we had a deal. Getting the police to drop the case wasn't cheap, but you've shown nothing for it. I've checked with every fence in the workers' district, but they say you've got nothing but debts. Well, it's time to pay them, or things will get messy. You've got 3 days. Also, have you seen my cat, Sneem?
Lothcat.
Oh, yeah, of course. This part wasn't real.
Ugh.
Should have
I
been.
need some real food.
Yeah, she's got like... Is that
Is
like
that
a space
bug?
croissant?
What is that?
You said bug and I said space croissant. We
Looks
are
like
way
a-
off.
It's like a worm or something? I don't know.
Yeah, it does look like a worm now that I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Is that a spice plant? I see you, KVS. I see you.
Well, they go through a spice den eventually, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. You eventually offload spice to somebody in this. Examine.
I've practiced enough. Time for the real thing.
Oh, that's her slicing kit. Oh, there's the constellation mark again.
Oh, yeah, dang. She's got a poster of it.
Okay.
KVS
part of the constellation. I think I'm gonna make that happen.
Yeah.
Remind me to tell you an idea I have off air. It
Okay.
has something to do with something.
Something with something. Something.
Remind
Dark
me.
side.
Just tell me it's about KVS.
KVS.
I have an idea. All right.
Something.
So we're leaving. Right now we're just walking out of her room. Evan, what does that say? Arabish.
Oh, that's a lot to read.
Pick one.
Oh, okay, you gotta stop moving.
Damn it! I know it's the fucking controller. I need a new controller.
I'm looking at the red one that says full on the bottom. What does it say? Something full.
Something full. It's
Yeah.
like full vacancy, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
There's a Rhodian. What is the
No,
the
it says
Rhodian circuit?
join the FA family. Join the family is what the Rhodian says. Under that it says deals BALTE. See, like that's why we need Zilla. We need
Sure,
Aaron
sure.
to show up. And
We
show
don't
me how
ever
to
need
read.
her, to be honest with
She
you.
needs to teach me how to
Yeah,
read.
yeah, well, we need her far away from this podcast.
Well, you got to join the Rhodian family apparently.
Apparently.
That's all I got.
Oh, look at this cantina. They're the Fathiers racing. I'm gonna go bet me on some Fathiers. The Broken Hoof.
Don't take our advice because last time Brad and I told you which one to bet on, and
We bet it all on the Spirit of
Yeah.
Sereno, and we lost.
yeah, Count Dooku let us down.
We're on Canto Bite.
Yeah,
Hey. So we're on Canto Bite. You know what that reminds me of?
I think that reminds you and me that makes something still canon.
Well, it's 7:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Evan, and everybody in my room. You here on the Jedi Talk podcast need to know that at that time and in the current date that it is, that The Last Jedi is still canon. Kyle, you stupid fucking prick.
You hear that, Winston? He said everyone in this room too, making sure.
Winston understands that The Last Jedi is canon.
Okay.
Whoa, I blew that out. Winston understands. All right, Fathiers, where are we going? Cutscene.
You're leaving a lot of money on the table.
Don't know the crew, don't like it.
Oh yeah, Bram's the guy that get just like shot. He like takes one for the
Spoiler
team.
alert. He does, yeah.
Man,
So, Bram, that for me?
No. But this is.
Ah, my data spike.
Yeah. And it's broken. Some scrap rat was selling it in the square. Says he found it in Sixth Kin turf.
And now you're gonna say messing with the sixth kin is a bad idea.
It's gonna get you killed.
insert
That's
seventh
another
kin
way.
jokes that we made
Got
last
no
time.
crew, Kay. And you keep going it alone with high-risk scores that just go sideways.
You want it done right? You do it yourself.
I get it. You've hit some bad luck.
Bad luck. I'm out of marks, I'm broke, and I live in an attic.
Why don't you stick around the Broken Hoof tonight? Fix yourself some dinner. Let me set you up with something small, an easy hustle.
Give me some
Or
extra
you
that
could just give me
spice
that job on
so
your
I can
pad
just
there.
disassociate in this space.
Then I got plans.
Take some credits. For the data spike.
I don't know how we didn't really talk about it last time, but it is weird, in a good way, weird to see like a not clean and shiny and sparkly part of Canto Bight. Because Cantonica is just like the cleanest, most pristine city on the planet. And then you see this city.
Yeah, it tends to be the things with the rich people who run that shit.
Yeah.
Everything around it's pretty shitty.
Yep, and that's the whole point of that scene. Like, it's not perfect. We even say it's not perfect. We acknowledge it, but that's the point of that scene, is to show that those terrible people have made so much money that they're rich and live in that pristine city.
That's right. So let's just walk around the cantina a bit, take a look, see what's
Take a
going
gander.
on. Take a gander, see what's going on. See anything
And that
back
says
there?
Canto something. That poster did. So I can read like words every now and then.
Okay.
Sometimes it takes me.
Oh, this trained ocean's going crazy.
Yeah, he is. He must have bet on the Spirit of Sereno.
Well, he looked happy. Ooh, hello.
Yeah, those are like worms, right? What are they
A
eating?
little heavy on the bunta spice. Want me to taste that for you?
Forget it, Kay. I don't care what Bram says. Go freeload somewhere else.
Ooh,
Dang.
freeload. How about I just get behind you? I can't punch in here.
I'm glad you said punch, because that sound effect implied many things.
Yes. So that's the Fathier racing on TV there. That's what they're watching back there as they cook. Wonder how much Bram pays them.
Oh yeah, it says the Canto Cup.
Right. It's
Yeah, we
Kanto
talked about that
Cup.
last time. That's the circuit of the
Trying to-
Fathier racing.
Ooh, look at this. Use jukebox.
Ooh, jukebox. They got DJ Rex on there?
So, no.
No, they don't.
Evan.
Sadly. They don't have Gaia.
Isn't he still piloting? Is he piloting Star Tours right now in this timeline? When does he officially transition?
Yeah, I don't know when he ends up on Batuu.
It's a good question.
Because this, well, no, yeah, he's still piloting Star
Yeah.
Tours at this point. For
Okay.
sure, yeah. I just don't know when he isn't.
So do we want to play? Well, currently what's playing is Dreaming of Thala by Jagged Hope. Let's put on Astro Love by Billy B and the Paradise Gang.
Nick, you like this one?
It's barely in the background.
It's all right, you know.
So
Jedi Survivor has some great soundtracks.
It does, yeah.
What's it
Pilots
called?
is
The
good
Sound
stuff.
Waves of... I forget what it's called. Sound Waves of the Galaxy or Radio Waves of the...
The radio waves of the galaxy.
I'd be
All
bumping that at home, though, all
You
the
be
time.
you be bumping that.
I
Evan.
do. I do be.
Evan says he be
I
bumping.
do be do.
They playing Sabak over there? No, they're not. Man, this game, in like my game, I cannot not play Sabak anytime I sit down. So, all right, we're betting on Father Years. Who? We've got Chandrillan Squig,
Oh, I'm betting on that one.
Corellian Surprise,
Chandrill and Squig.
Double Time, Minox Spit,
Or Psylop.
Kanto Queen,
Kanto
and the
Queen.
Psylop
These
Gallop.
are some good names.
I love these fucking names.
Dude.
All right.
Like, I obviously went Chandrilla and Squig because that's where my character's from. I love Chandrilla. I love the Chandrilla Star line. But the Squig is what Mon Mothma drinks in Andor, like in those
Live
dinner parties.
Ryan fucking hates Mon Mothma, so we're gonna.
Well, I
bet
do
on-
too, so it's fine.
That's true. All right, we're betting on Minox Spit.
We haven't really played that up ever in our characters. How like
No,
we both have some common ground in hating her.
that's true. We should
Yeah.
let's talk later.
We'll get there.
All right, here we go. We're racing.
Who'd you bet on?
I bet on Minox Spit,
Minox Spit. Nice.
and they're off.
Minox
Minox Spit's the blue one. Oh, okay, yeah. Be like second to last. You.
It's gonna be
fucking shit
Chandrilla.
Fuck.
It's gotta be the Squig.
If it ends up being the Chandrilla Squig, I swear to God, I'll eat my hat.
Come on, Squig.
Oh, come
Come
on,
on,
blue,
Squig.
blue, let's go. Minox Spit. Oh, Minox Spit wins.
Heyo.
Look at that.
That answers another question because I was gonna ask if they were the same racers every time, but it wasn't because there was no Spirit of Sereno.
Look at that.
And then I was gonna ask if you
Kids.
are guaranteed to lose every time, and obviously not. We
Not-
lost last time.
no.
We won this time.
Kids, this is the life lesson that only Jedi Talk can teach you. Like, if you need money, just gamble it and you'll win.
Bet on the spit.
Bet on this.
That's another good title. I don't know.
Jesus Christ. Took that one. Fireworks for K. No, I'm kidding.
Pew, pew, pew.
Those were the Cantana cops.
Cantana Cops. That's really good.
Cantana cops.
That's really good.
So now we're walking through the streets of Kanto.
Dude, I'm telling that to the Dino intern when I see him next. I'm gonna be like, "What's a police officer in the prehistoric times called?" A Triceracop.
Oh my lord.
I'm telling him that next time.
You tell that to Ben Diggin.
Yep. He's gonna love it.
He will. So I've just picked up a depleted power cell. Yes. There's a Cantana cop. I'm gonna sit. Just vibing.
Just why not?
Yeah, you could do. I mean, open world games. You could do, there's like spots you could sit. It's actually there's.
Aw, look at that. He's like rubbing that little like scrum rat thing, whatever it is.
Oh, no, I didn't
Like
want
his
to
little
sit.
friend.
Oh yeah,
That's cool.
you could pet those eventually.
Nix is like, nah, I'm the coolest. I'm the cutest. Oh, you can right there. Does it say what they're called? I want to know what they're called.
No, I don't think so.
Hey, little one.
Yeah, you could pet anything that's nice to you,
Nice.
especially Nyx. You could do that. To
Just
him,
not
too.
the Cantana Cops.
Yes. Having Nyx go fetch me something over there.
This is what the little rat in Skeleton Crew needed to learn, how to go get the damn key.
Yes,
But
exactly.
It wasn't smart enough.
Next, let's go.
I love how Neil was just like, oh yeah, we'll just teach this rat to go steal a key. It's like, Neil, that's not how it goes, man. Unless you're Nix.
Yep.
Nix is cute and the goat.
He's I said I didn't know his species last time. He's a Mercall. Oh, he got me credits. So his species is a Mercall, but I don't believe they know where they're technically from. So
Yeah,
it's
they just announced that name recently, right? Too.
Yes.
Like yeah, within a week or so.
no, it was in the game.
It was okay.
Oh,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
saw someone post it recently. Then
No,
that's
it's
why.
definitely in the game.
Okay.
Got another depleted power cell.
Well, I need to go to Tashi Station and get those power converters.
I
That's what
can't.
I need to do.
You can go to Tashi Station in this game.
Whoa. Well, don't whine about it.
I don't.
Hydrospanner.
There's actually a really cool nod to canon in Tashi Station. I'll save it to when we get to that point. It'll be a while because I wouldn't recommend going into Tatooine without an excellent reputation with the Hutts or you're fucked.
Yeah. See, like, I had the big thing spoiled for this game, and spoiler alert, I'm going to say it here, it's, Darth Vader shows up. But I haven't had all those little things spoiled, like
Yeah.
you're saying there, so...
And you and I are more of a same level Star Wars fan. I think we appreciate the little things more than we do Vader.
Yeah.
Because he was in Fallen Order, he was in Survivor.
Yeah.
What do you need?
I think he's overused, but...
Yeah, there's a good...
Especially
argument
because
for that.
the majority of the time he shows up, he has to lose. So it's
Yeah.
like, don't make your badass guy lose every time. It just doesn't look good.
So I just stopped at a merchant, and I'm selling the depleted power cells that I picked up for 24 credits. So got them for free, $8 a pop.
Dude.
And then I can also sell a damaged Hydra spanner for 10 credits, and I'm going to do so. I'm going to sell it to this Twi'lek.
Between winning that race and selling all this stuff, you're doing much better than our last time.
Right? I got 65 credits. I'm rolling it. And all this Twi'lek sells is a back to vial, and I've got 2 of them. So,
See you again.
yeah. Thanks for the credits, you fuck. I stole that. That's hot. That's hot merch. Hot
Hey,
merchandise. Ooh, an R5 unit?
Yeah.
Yeah, there he is.
What's up, dude?
Beat, boop, beat, bop.
Ah, whoa.
Wow,
You
look at these
can't
fucks
say
in
that.
line.
Yeah, you guys didn't get that genie pass, did you?
They didn't pay 495 credits for it
Dummies.
on peak days.
Idiots. Should have been buying that.
And see, this one's like talking to this Cantana cop about paying him a bribe and shit.
Yeah. Is he like a security officer? One was like a police officer.
Yes,
that
I
you've
think
seen
the other
in
one was like a
Last Jedi.
security officer, yeah.
Yeah.
There's another depleted power cell. All right, now we got to go repair the data spike at Preben's shop. There's Preben. What's up, dude?
Another R5.
Taking like a bath?
Come on. I just need my data spike fixed. Because the forged identicards in that vault are the only way I get off this planet. I'm done with Kanto. Good. Only options I got here are sixth kin or prison.
Nah, I don't want to go to prison. What do you think? It's any better out there?
At least someone like me has a shot at a decent score. Maybe even see the core worlds. Preben, you help me one last time, and we never talk again.
All right, just give me the credits. At least you're doing this during the Kanto Cup. I'll give you that.
Wow, compliment. Maybe Nix and I come back and visit you when we're rich.
You mistake me for a friend, Kay. Don't come back. Ouch. Hey, protocol droid. I wonder how many people play this game and think that's C-3PO.
All right.
I'd say a good percentage of them.
All right, we're cracking into a safe. We're data spiking into a safe. Damn it. You have to do it by the cadence and the rhythm.
Works just fine.
Oh, we got 1 Kanto coin, whatever the hell that is. Is that like gambling chips, maybe?
Okay, now we get that identity.
Or is it just a currency of Cantonica? Kanto?
Maybe.
And then, before you know it, we're rich.
We're rich. Kay's like, we're rich. Nothing
Oh,
epic is going
that
to happen.
R5 was chilling there earlier, and
It
now
was.
he's leaving.
Now
Look
he's
at that
leaving.
detail. He's actually like a movable asset in the
Yeah,
game. He's not just a background thing.
Quite a few NPCs will actually leave.
That's cool.
It's the attention to detail is a lot better than I thought it would be in this game. I'm quite impressed.
They must have had one of their like awesome
Look,
friends.
look at him. He
Yeah.
moved over here.
He went to a new shop.
Yeah.
He must have had like one of his awesome friends make this app that allows freedom of movement for your gameplay of NPCs. Maybe that's what happened.
What the fuck is that guy's name? I think it was.
Dolik?
No,
Jolik?
no, it wasn't that. I think his name was Bob Smith.
Oh yeah, Bob. Good old Bob Smith. Oh yeah, we played these cool arcade games.
Let's
last
do
time.
it.
These are cool.
I got Tam. Of course I do. Start. All right, let's do it. I don't know what game we're playing. Oh God, I haven't played this one.
Oh, are those like Fang Fighters?
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh God,
I would suck at this.
it's a game within a game. World building. It's insane.
Gameception.
Gameception. Those TIE fighters?
It's supposed to be TIE Fighters, maybe?
Like a version, like it's You know, it's like a ripoff. You know how like some of those companies would just like create like Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Darth Vader.
Hear that? Dad, Grandma's up to 300 points. Did you save 300?
I was hoping you'd say this. Please don't take that away from us.
They will.
I know. I'm kind of convinced at it at this point.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. How many points do I have? I can't tell. Fuck you. Fuck you too. Fuck you. You ain't gonna be home for your kids.
Just don't play this on Christmas. That's all I gotta say. You're gonna ruin another Christmas turkey.
Hey, yeah, you know what? I probably would have anyway, so I might as well play this.
Anyone
Fuck.
for pizza?
Fuck. Jesus. They're coming at me from all angles. That's what she said.
Ayo.
Better than last time.
All right. We didn't stay on the name side last time. Do you see any names on there that we know?
Oh yeah. Well, let me see. I'm starting at the bottom for some reason. We got Meira. Miara.
Oh no, it's not Mara in Star
Mara?
Wars, is it?
I don't know. You got Nomos. Nomos.
Okay.
Right? Tolla. Tola, not Tala from Kenobi. So Tola. And then is that
You say Zilla, I swear to God.
I know.
What was that last one?
Yeah, Micho.
Micho?
Micho. Micho. Or Miko. Miko, I don't know.
Okay.
So we don't know any of those peeps.
No, we don't. All right.
No.
Exit. I'll take it.
Right, next.
If they were gonna steal some character names from us, though, that'd be a good spot. So
You-
put
right?
Put in Rush or put in Zilla. Yeah.
Who we talking to? We talking to these guards, these bodyguards.
Busy night? You're not getting in, Kay. Club's already got
Hey,
enough
fuck you.
rats.
You're a bouncer,
Really funny.
You're not getting any either. You're a bouncer.
bitch. There's a dude with the ball chin.
Come on, Nix.
What's their race?
Are they doing arm wrestling? Did you see that?
Yeah, they are.
Those dudes are arm wrestling. Arm wrestling is canon. All right.
Arm wrestling is canon.
What the?
These two-
Will they ever win, or is it just a locked battle? Let's see. How long can we stay here? Oh, hey! Somebody
Oh,
won.
Shit, they did win.
Nice. We should have bet on that. What are we
should
doing?
have. We should have bet
Look
on
at that.
Is that a man and a woman? I mean,
Yeah, of course.
it's a little disadvantage.
Look,
there. That guy's
and they
much
did.
bigger
They,
than her.
they exchanged credits.
That's
Look at
insane.
that.
I love that. I never noticed that before.
Can we have that at our next event? Just
Yes.
2 of us like arm wrestling.
and,
Whoever it
and
is.
have our participants bet on
Bet
who's
on it.
gonna win.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Evan, I hope you know I'm gonna go ham on your ass and break your fucking arm. But
Well,
anyway,
I'm afraid of that.
I'm kidding.
No going back now.
No, you got to challenge Lieutenant Agnon to an arm wrestle. What you got to do? Depending how they're feeling that day, they might actually do it.
hmm Depending on which Agnon comes down.
Yeah.
They might not treat lies with the same respect, depending on who it is.
No. And I finally got to see an awesome new-ish lieutenant the other day.
Yeah, I'm jealous. I haven't been
Yeah.
able to do that yet.
Seeing her was awesome. I'm not gonna say anything else because I don't know how they do rules there anymore, and don't want to upset anybody.
No,
So,
first
but
off,
seeing that person as lieutenant was incredible.
I want to make mention, sort of unrelated, but really not. The Who Holiday Spectacular at Universal.
Yeah.
The narrator's pretty fucking badass.
Yes.
And I went over there with the family, and that was a spectacular show. So, I'm getting into Club Taurus via the back way, and I'm trying to get into here.
Going in the back door again.
I am going to the back door again, and I can't get into this door, but my trusty Mercall Nix is going to go open that switch for me, Evan.
You know what they say? If it ain't broke, don't nix it.
Bum 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 ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
I'll be here all week.
Thank you. Try the veal.
No, don't.
Hey, the toilet. Do I have to poop?
Is there a pyrite shard in there? Like Fallen Order?
Oh my
Or
God,
Survivor?
Look, no. Yeah.
Oh, you went in and closed the door?
Yes, I went in and closed the
Wait,
door.
can you wash your hands in this game?
I don't think so.
Oh, no.
You're dirty the whole
Disgusting.
time. Yeah, you're disgusting, Kate.
At least Cal washed his hands.
I know. Find a way into Club Taurus. All right, I'm in.
Now you gotta steal a forged identicard in the office.
I could do that.
Act casual. We come here all the time.
I don't know, fly casual.
We're close.
Keep your distance, but don't look like you're trying to keep your distance.
Yeah, it's the badass band. Club Tours, a club in Star Wars. How fucking trippy would that be?
I like it, dude. I like the music, the aesthetic,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
design.
The aesthetic is pretty badass.
Yeah.
This game is great, people. Star Wars Outlaws is worth your money, and I don't know if it's still on the Black Friday special, but it's worth retail price. I think that, say what you want about Ubisoft or Ubisoft, but it's worth it. Let's go talk to this Twi'lek bartender.
What can I get you? A way into your boss's office? I owe Wen some money. Want to make sure she gets it.
Not gonna happen. Varel's on duty tonight, and no one's getting past him.
He's a real sleemo, huh?
Yeah, he only cares about two things. Easy money and fast feeders. Just bought himself a brand new T-85.
Nyx just went behind the counter for who knows why. Oh, and then, okay, they're back. They're back.
Loves it more than
He
his
stole her
mother.
life savings.
Probably.
Not gonna get you a drink?
Nah,
He just does it for fun. Like, you don't tell him to. He's just like,
yep.
eh,
I didn't
kinda
tell him
want
to do that. Nick's
No.
just hopped over the bar himself.
Yeah.
All right, now we got to go into this club here.
Have you seen the meme of Adam Driver saying, go back to the club?
No.
Oh, you need to see that. It's from the last movie he did. What was it called? Megalopolis.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he goes, go
Okay.
back to the club.
let's go next.
Go back to the club. That's Taylor's favorite part.
All right, let's see if we can get in. Let's talk to this Trandoshan.
So, I'm Kay, and you're gonna let me through.
You're not on the list.
Well, did
Yeah,
you
but
check
your
it
mother
twice?
is.
My friend
Yeah.
Freeman put me on the
Christmas
list.
jokes.
Preben should have paid more.
Well, we tried
I
bribe
can't
last
bribe?
time. Wait, we tried that last time, didn't we?
I thought I had 50 credit. Oh, that's right. I paid what's her nuts.
Yeah, okay, so you got a bluff.
Hey, you know anybody who owns a T-85?
Yeah, that's my ride.
Nice speeder. Some scrub rats are outside trying to jack it.
What? Get out of my way. No one scraps my
Is it gonna
joy.
work?
I just got it modded.
What? Whoa.
Choices matter in this
Yeah,
game,
that's
Evan.
it. Didn't work
I
last
know,
time. We
Evan.
couldn't get by
I did
him.
something different this time just so you could
Dang.
see that response.
Dang. And that's cool because you learn that information from talking to the bartender.
Exactly.
If you didn't talk to them, you wouldn't have been able to
We
say
didn't talk to the
T85.
bartender last time.
Yeah.
You see what happened? Yeah.
Dang, dude. That's what I'm all about. Like
It's good
little
sh- it's
small
fun,
things,
yeah.
changing things, and like
All right.
having implications.
So now we're sneaking into the office to steal the forged identity card, and I'm about to take down an unsuspecting enemy.
Punch him in the gut. Oh, slap him in the face. Look at Nyx.
He's
like laid-
crouching down.
He's
He's
like
like,
laid down. It
I
was
got
like,
you,
"Oh."
Mom.
Yeah.
Who we fucking up next?
Okay.
I need a Nyx cam just to watch Nyx the whole game.
And disappear.
Jesus, I need a new controller so bad.
Ah, look at that. Here they are.
Now you're just robbing the place.
Oh, come on, Preben. Your plans didn't have a pressure switch.
They got you.
They got me now. Press aim and R2's shirt. I'm gonna fuck you up, bitch. Oh,
boo,
your
boo,
mother's
boo.
a whore.
We're pinned down.
Oh, Nyx is way over there. Get him, Nyx. Get him.
I just sent Nix to attack this guy.
Yeah, see him in the corner. Oh, he jumped on his face. Face hug him.
Oh, and I just knocked him out while he was face hugging him.
Bam.
Do I need to grab anything? No, escape from Club Tours. Get out of here.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
It wasn't supposed to go down this way. What have I done?
You killed several men. That's what you've done.
3 to be exact.
Going in like a locker room.
Oh, uppercut. She
Nice.
fucked him up. Kay's a scrapper. She's like 22.
Okay, Nix. Let's try to stun them.
I just stunned that motherfucker.
Yeah, you finally didn't kill somebody.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Really not the time to eat, buddy.
I mean, I don't know.
All right, Nix.
It's
Go
never a bad time to eat.
Nick just attacked that motherfucker. Oh, uh-oh.
Oh,
Come on!
Just beating people up left and right. What are we closing? Alright, I just closed the door.
What are we gonna do, Nix? I never counted on getting
Oh,
caught.
I'll open this. Hey, a vent. That should come in handy to me.
and a ladder. All right.
What if I could... Whoops.
You're really moving up in the world.
Moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe cantina in Cantonica.
There's one of the lieutenants in Edge that like always mentions that. Have you ever heard them say that? How
No.
they're gonna get a timeshare on Canto Bite.
No.
Yeah, that's like their thing. They always go.
Oh,
to.
that's awesome.
I mentioned it to him the other day. It was great. They're like, yeah, the timeshare's not gonna buy itself on Canto Bite. And I was like, no, you gotta help get it, whatever. But I don't know what I said, something stupid. And then they're just like, yeah, the Canto Bite, like they,
Yeah.
and like we know each other, so I didn't really catch them off guard. I was
Okay.
I was really trying to see what they were gonna say, but they're that good. That's how good they are.
I'm escaping Kanto right now, just through the streets, trying not to get noticed.
Just breaking into people's
Yeah,
apartments.
yeah. That's what they get. Whoops! I keep doing that.
So this is still Cantonica. It's just like
Yes.
the lower levels.
Yes,
It's just like
yes.
the bad side of town.
Pretty much.
Come on, back to the cantina.
The cantina on Cantonica on Canto Bite with the Canto cops.
Exactly. Now we're going back to the broken hoof.
I want to say that like 10 times fast. Can you say that 10 times fast? Cantonica, Cantina on Canto Bite with the Canto cops.
Go to Kay's room. What are we gonna do back in Kay's room? This is a PG show. Jedi Talk is PG.
Is it?
No.
Maybe back in like the 30s we'd be PG. But nowadays,
In the 30s, I'd be raging against the income tax harder than I am now.
that's saying something.
Yeah, I know, right?
Checkpoint, Kay's room, cutscene.
I don't want to talk about it.
You thought you could just walk in there and steal the most valuable scan docs in Kanto. I told you, Kay. 6 kin will have your head.
Uh-oh. Sith kin is making it to the broken hoof.
Say nothing. You do nothing.
Bram's a Zabrak?
Come on!
Yeah.
Not here, liar. You think I want my bar blasted up like this? Done with that kid. In fact, I'll help you find her.
And just a little bit. Ooh, shot in the leg. He just knocks a random cup over. Oh my gosh, that was just some random goon who just knocked a cup over for no reason.
Bram,
It's nothing.
your leg.
It's nothing. This is a new crew. High risk. Whatever it takes, you finish this job.
Finish the job.
Score alone is enough to buy you a damn shuttle-off world. It's what you want, right? Time to go, Kay.
Bram's giving us a job.
For good.
And kicking you out.
I'll come back.
No. You
That's the
won't.
second person too that she's like, I'll come back. And both people have been like, nope,
Don't you dare.
get out of here, no pucks for you.
Yeah, I know the people you bring.
Oh, now it's daytime. Look at that.
Yeah, it does
Passage
change
of
from day
time.
to night quite often. Gotta meet up with the crew.
6 skins all over the place. We can't let them see us next.
I mean, just throw on a trench coat. It works for Obi-Wan and Leia.
Yeah, right. I think we're going to end it right there. That's a good place to stop.
Yeah.
As we're about to meet up with the crew. So, good part of Outlaws. Evan and I will get together as much as we can to play Outlaws, but Skeleton Crew's a thing. Evan, anything else you want to share today, talk about? Otherwise, we'll call it a Jedi Talk.
Nah, man. I mean, they did drop some sick new figures coming out.
They did.
A 3-pack of what, Thrawn was one of them?
Yeah.
Right? He was the one I was like, I like Thrawn. I'm not trying to downplay it, but he was the one I was like, I don't really care. And then Vader was like, all right, Vader's pretty cool. And then Grievous was a badass figure. I'm like, all right, I want Grievous, but can't really get the 3-pack. So sadly, I don't think I'll be getting it, but it's sick.
Mm-hmm. It looks sick.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have been great. We've been Jedi Talk. You're following us at Jedi Talk Podcast on Instagram. You want to win celebration tickets? That's where you're going to go. Check out that Instagram post. Well, I guess we're going to have to end this a little bit differently, but hey, everybody. May the Force be with you.
Always. And Tabuite.
Rise, Jedi Knight.